the Cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Penn State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. He makes the connection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Nice move there. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Coming after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 8th play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Allen. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Illinois' offense will take the field for the 1st time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming.
It's complete! A huge pickup! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Gets it out fast.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're going to run it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give out of the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
3rd and short for an offense is definitely their friend. I mean, you think about it, you got everything available to you. You can even call a pass when you got a playmaker like this, and he can pull it down and go get that 1st down. So frustrating for a defense.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking for a crease, it's Singleton. Open space at the 25. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
To the air, it's Aller. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, it's Allen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Might be looking to run. He throws into the middle of the field. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Running it back, it's Saunders. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Allard. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Running to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Got the quick pass. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Franklin. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. On the move, it's McCray. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man all by himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. 10. Touchdown, Illini. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are. An 88-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Now after the short completion, it's second down. Touch pass on the run. Tackle is made after the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Aller. A little screen to the running back. Oh, what a move! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it.
Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket starts to collapse, and the pass is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Aller. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Penn State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He caught it. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage?
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Right back to him. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The give to the tailback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Allen. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Makes one man miss. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Allard. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
With the catch, it's Dixon. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it'll be downed right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the ground, it's Allen. Shakes off the tackler. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Going to the running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.